Hello, my sexy, seductive Scorpios. Welcome, welcome. It is Sachi the Scorpio, and I am here to deliver your guided healing tarot for the month of May. Please like, comment, and subscribe. The more energy that you send to me, the more energy that I can send to you. And thank you for being number 2, Scorpio. I hope you enjoyed the Twin Flame bonus. If you haven't seen it, please feel free to check it out. So this is what came up in the cleansing ceremony. We had Taurus, I have. So we are in Taurus season right now, which is all about, you know, fixed earth qualities. I'm hearing I have myself. When this card came out, my left shoulder went cold. And so I feel like the feminine has given some sort of cold shoulder. And it's because like when this came out, I was like, I have everything that I need. I'm not lacking anything. And Taurus is all about physical stability. So, you know, relationship with the 5 physical senses, your housing situation, your relationship with money. So it looks like that is what is being focused on. And we had Chiron come out with healing. I was feeling some Aries energy too. And Chiron right now is in Aries. So it looks like I want to say the feminine, but I'm not doing masculine or feminine at the moment. But yeah, it feels like there's some really deep healing going on as it relates to Taurean themes. So again, you know, relationship with the 5 physical senses, the physical body, money, housing, anything Taurus related, right? It did feel like there was deep healing going on. And then we had North Node come out, life's purpose. I just did Capricorn. They also had this come out. So it looks like Scorpios, you are going towards your life purpose. And it's like, okay, I have everything that I need. I'm healing and I'm going for my soul mission. So your North Node in your natal chart indicates, right, your soul mission, right? And so you can follow your North Node and you're always following your life's purpose during this incarnation, which you have free will to go on that journey or not, right? We are beings of free will, just like you can go towards your Chiron and that's your healing journey. So it looks like you're healing this. So it looks like you're on your Chiron and your North Node at the same time, which is a lot, Scorpio. But I imagine, you know, the way that the Scorpio full moon has you know, influenced you, it has caused healing and, you know, your life to understand that you're going towards your life's purpose, which is awesome. I always love to see that. We had the High Priest come out in reverse. Okay. So there's a couple things going on here. So I heard that there was someone who was trying to pull the wool over your eyes. It's like a masculine energy that was trying to do magic or tricky. I never like when the High Priestess, High Priest, magician, any of that come out in reverse, because it can mean some magic with sort of nefarious intent. And I got the Page of Athames and Page of Pentacles coming out. So pages always indicate a little bit underdeveloped energy on the feminine and masculine end, but there are 2 pages here. So it looks like on, you know, the feminine end, and again, the feminine and masculine are just energies. It's not physical embodiments, but on the feminine end, it's like, you know, focused on communication, might actually be learning witchcraft or things like that. We have the full moon coming up, and as I mentioned, the full moon was just in Scorpio on April 26th or 27th, depending on where you were or where you are. And the Page of Pentacles is all about, you know, figuring out a craft, right? Working in the material world, you know, learning how to do something sort of as an apprentice type energy, and being very loyal to the craft and repeating it over and over again, you know, starting at a young age, knowing that you're not going to be that great when you first start out, but continuing on. And I feel like that's kind of how this situation is, where it feels like 2 people's inner children, like really focused on, one like manifesting and one working. And this might be your own masculine and feminine inner children, like within you, you know, that's really focused on these things because they are a little bit underdeveloped. But the High Priest in reverse, like, really gave me pause. Well, I still have hands, don't I? But it made me pause and I was like, tell me more about this, because I heard like this person is not the King of Pentacles that you may think they are. And then these 2 flew out. We had the King of Wands and the 8 of Athames. So the King of Wands was telling me that this High Priestess, it's definitely a masculine energy. It's someone who has kind of used their magic to like trick you in some sort of way, or they were just really playing with fire. Like they have a very playful type energy here, but it's kind of like they're intentional, but what's the word I'm looking for? They don't necessarily think about the consequences of their actions. Either that or they don't care. This could also be a masculine that is very, you know, obsessed with his wand, if you know what I mean. So yeah. And then we had the Eight of Flames come out, which is getting stuck in some sort of toxic communication cycle where like, it's like time after time, you know, it's like the apple falls off and then rots sort of thing. It's not a very good cycle. And you know, we have hedgehog spirit, so again there is this ability of like being unapproachable on a communication end. There could be information being hidden or secrets or just really not good communication here. And I feel that kind of the carelessness of the fire here on the masculine end has bound the feminine in some sort of way. Okay. And then we had Meowth using exhausted tackle. So what I'm hearing is that this situation has exhausted you. Okay. With Altaria using wing attack, there could have been some sort of fight or some sort of attack in communication here. With double colorless energy coming out in reverse, this is a soulmate relationship that is draining or possibly all the way drained. But with Tranquil using fly in reverse, it's like you're trying to find your tranquility, but for some reason you can't fly away from this situation. Some of you might not be able to physically fly to leave. So Scorpio, that's what came out in the cleansing ceremony. So this month what we are, oh, I forgot to mention, so my books are closed for tarot at the moment, but if you're interested in an astrology chart reading or an astro forecast, right? A chart reading is how you are programmed. It's your coding basically of when you were born. And right, you can like hack it to find out different things about yourself or figure out how you want to manifest. Or astro forecasts where I have like little planets here and I can show you where they are in the solar system and how that is influencing your chart personally. So if either of those interest you, plus I do various astrology specials and stuff on Instagram, so if any of that interests you, please feel free to reach out. My email is in the description box below, and don't forget to follow me on Instagram and Twitter because I'm always dropping stuff on a daily basis. So if you like what you see here, you will probably like even more what you see there. So, but anyway, so what we are going to do, because we are in Taurus season, which is all about, you know, long-term stability, slow and steady wins the race. We're just going to see where you are right now, and then we're going to see what a long-term goal of yours is. And then we will see how we get to the long-term goal, right? I'm not going to try to steer the energy in any sort of way by asking any specific questions outright. We're just going to see what pops up because I know better than to steer a bull, right? Okay, let's see. Where are you now, Scorpio? I heard a song like, where are you now? Okay, so earth element stability in reverse. So yeah, you know, with that Taurus energy of I have that came out, you know, it looks like you really are taking toll when it comes to your housing, when it comes to physical stability and all that. And it looks like it's because when it comes to earth, which again is, you know, what you're eating, your housing situation, your relationship with money, finances, career even, kind of, I guess it would be where you physically work rather than career. But yeah, so it looks like you are not very stable in that area. Let's see. 8 of Chalices, but you're going through some sort of emotional cycle that you're understanding that you have to walk away from. And I feel like it is this lack of stability in the earth element. Hold on, I'm getting that there's one more here for you. Okay, quite a bit. We have the Grand Cross, Provoker, and Part of Fortune, Increase. So it looks like These are, you know, certain codes that you find in a natal chart. Like sometimes you have a Grand Cross, sometimes you have a part of fortune. So it looks like if you have, you know, these, then they can definitely help you navigate through this. But what I'm getting is you're understanding that you need to provoke things more. You need to increase your provocation when it comes to, in order to get the earth element and stability. It's like, I'm hearing like, I came here to stir blank up, and it's like, that's how you're feeling that you're going to get sort of stability. I'm hearing that you want to increase your earth element. So a lot of you might be wanting to make more money, or get a bigger house or something like that. But you're recognizing that you have to walk away from something. Was this upside down? I think it was. Void of course, moon, missing. Yeah, but the thing is, you're still not feeling like you lack anything. So that's amazing. Like, you're not feeling like, oh, okay, you know, I don't have this, I don't have that. I feel like you're in a pretty good place altogether. It's like, you know, you're not missing anything. The void of course moon is like right before, you know, it's when it makes its last aspect to another planet before it switches constellations. And I have a feeling that something popped up around the transition between when the full moon was in Scorpio into Sagittarius for some reason. But anyway, yeah, it doesn't feel negative, right? You're like, okay, I want to be more stable. I want to increase, you know, my wealth. I want a bigger house. I want this. And, you know, it does look like you are being provoked in order to do this. And you feel like you need to kind of make a big bang in order to do that. But you don't feel like you're missing anything. It's a really good place to be when you're trying to increase your wealth. It's not coming from a place of lack. So I love to see that, Scorpio. But yeah, with the Eight of Chalices, you're understanding that you have to walk away from some sort of emotional cycle that's been repeating. Yeah, with the Eight of Wands, it's been using a lot of your Kundalini energy, and the Knight of Thames. So yeah, you've been like, so you need to walk away from this emotional situation because it has spoiled the grapes, is what I'm hearing. And it's because, you know, you've continued to work on something over and over again. Like the Eight of Wands here indicates going through a cycle. Like, look how she is preparing something, right? This is using your Kundalini energy to create something over and over and over again, right? It's some sort of repetitive energy. And you need to walk away from the way that you've been repeating things over and over again. With the Knight of the Thames, this is in and out energy. This is someone who rushes in very quickly, but also rushes out very quickly. We have Badger Spirit, so, you know, can take on that. I'm hearing like the Honey Badger, like, don't give up. But yeah, so, you know, the Knight of a Thames, like, again, this is someone who comes in, you know, rushing on their big horse, but really has only a little bit to say. There is new information that is coming in, but what is this? I'm hearing that the Knight of a Thames is like indicating that you need new information to come towards you. It's like you want to try to use new information in order to increase your stability, because you're understanding like, okay, I need to walk away from the way that I've been doing things because it's just not working the way that I want it to. I'm not missing anything. It's just the approach. What's the light energy here? Kangaskhan Tiny Punch going right to the Eight of Wands. So I'm hearing that like this, it hurts, but just a little bit, this stability. I don't feel you're in a dark place at all, which I'm very happy to see, Scorpio. But Kangaskhan, I'm hearing like Kangaskhan. It's Kangaskhan, not Kangaskant. So I do feel like there is some sort of perception sort of shift. There might be something about like, you know, again, normal type has to do with communication. So it has to do with the way you're communicating. And again, it's a very in and out type energy rather than solid. Let's see. It says, if it is safe, the young gets out of the belly pouch to play. The adult keeps a close eye on the youngster. So it looks like, and it wanted to go right to the Eight of Wands, so there could have been some sort of cycle with that about maybe feeling safe, and maybe that's part of the stability you feel that you don't have, is you don't feel physically safe in some sort of way. And it might be because your inner child is really afraid to come out and play here. Let's see, what's the shadow here? We have Barbarcle using claw slash. I'm feeling that this wants to come out too. Charmander using slash. Yeah, so we have double slash. So, you know, slashes, claw slash. So claw slash, I'm getting that this is like kind of Cancerian sort of energy. Again, because this is a water type, so it feels like something needs to be cut out emotionally, but something needs to be cut out at the root. There's some sort of emotional root that you need to get to here. With Barbarcle, like, as you can see, look how he has like the eye and the hand and stuff. So there could be, again, some sort of protection energy, you know, in the shadow here. So maybe you're focusing a lot on protecting yourself, maybe from the evil eye. And things of that nature. But again, it's like the inner child only comes out if, like, you know, the mom is watching, so to speak. It says, Barbarcle's legs and hands have minds of their own, and they will move independently, but they usually follow the head's orders. So, yeah, I'm getting like the left hand doesn't know what the right is doing, and I feel like that's kind of this Knight of Thames, which is the Knight of Swords here, is like, it's like you have all the pieces, but they don't fit together cohesively. It's like, again, the arms and legs are not moving consistently as a whole, even though most of the time they do listen to your head. But there's something about, you know, the limbs having a mind of their own. So some of you might be having pains like in your actual limbs, and again, it's some sort of emotional clog. And we have Charmeleon using slash. So again, this is something that really needs to be cut out, and I'm getting that this is something that was ingrained in you from the pouch since you were in the womb. So to no fault of your own, just something that you inherited and was part of your growing up process. It's just what you were taught here. It says, my precious friend who's always with me. I have so many things I want to tell you. So it looks like you have someone who's always with you, and it looks like, you know, sort of the inner parent that is with your inner child that's always there. And it's like your inner child never feels safe to come out unless, you know, the parent is there watching it. Okay. And that has created some sort of lack of stability here. Okay. And it needs to be slashed. It needs to be slashed. Or there could be this sort of codependency of like needing someone there all the time. Like, oh my God, I need to tell you this, da 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 da, right? Like just having that. What I'm getting is that, like, oof, Scorpio. It's like a mother when it talks to the baby in the womb, and like the baby's always there and they're creating that relationship, and then once the umbilical is cut, like the mother can feel like, no, I need this baby like with me all the time. It's definitely some sort of attachment wound when it comes to that kind of energy. Okay, yeah, and the sirens are going. This is like a big energy. And it's like you don't feel that sort of stability because of that. You want to increase your stability and not feel like you have to be, you know, parented over in order to feel safe for your inner child to come out. Okay. All right, well, let's see what your long-term goal is here, Scorpio. I will say, like, the Knight of Swords can also be some sort of, like, abandonment wound. Let's see, what's the long-term goal here? Okay, ooh, coming right here to the Kangaskhan Tiny Punch is truth. Saturn, truth. So you want the truth and nothing but the truth. When it comes to... So I'm hearing for some of you that this can be related to a father situation. Saturn indicates a relationship with the father figure, or someone who is more, you know, emotionally distant. And sometimes our fathers can do that to us too, right? Of like always needing to protect the child or whatever, and then like anytime like daddy's not there, you don't feel protected, sort of thing. So there's a lot going on here, Scorpio. Definitely intense. But I don't feel like you're in a negative place or a dark place, which is always good to see for Scorpios, because I know when we go there, we stay there. So it looks like you're really taking this head on and like, yeah, all right, I'm ready to be more stable. I want to increase my stability. I'm not lacking anything, but let me just, you know, you're recognizing something needs to be left alone and cycles need to break here. And so, yeah, Saturn is also the lord of, you know, karma. You know, Saturn return is when everything comes back around, right? So either you reap karmic reward or you reap, you know, karmic devastation. So it looks like you're just really interested in whatever the truth is. And that's such a Scorpionic thing, is like, okay, I just want to know the truth here. For some of you, that may be with a mother or father figure. For some people, it may be regarding maybe a relationship with the children. But I feel like you're searching for your inner child's truth more than anything. Let's see, what's the long-term goal here? Aw, the standing stone. Harm none. Yeah, so you just want the truth. You don't want to harm anybody. You just want balance, right? This is Libra energy. You want balance. You want to find your way out of this maze. You just want to know the truth. It doesn't matter if it's a long and winding journey, but you want to be solid and be able to stand there knowing that you didn't harm anybody in order to find your own truth. Beautiful, Scorpio. Beautiful. Tell me more about this. Okay, I'm hearing no. Yeah, it's just, you know, this is you as the standing stone. Like, no matter what, I know that I'm going to get through this, and I'm tough. I'm stable enough to get through it. You know, it's just like you're willing to do anything to really search for that deeper truth. And again, that is such a Scorpionic energy. A lot of you may be in your eagle phase where you are, you know, more like the investigative detective and really searching for the truth of reality. And you want this truth to ground you. You're not trying to hurt anybody here. Let's see. What's the light energy? We have trainer, Pokemon, breeder. Yeah, so again, there is something about, again, Pokemon breeder can mean someone, again, trainer means somebody else. So it can be someone that you maybe want to have kids with, or that you do have kids with already, or it can be relationship with your parents. So again, it's like, I just want to know the truth. I'm not trying to harm anybody. We have Noctowl using blindside. Yeah, and it looks like you're okay, even if the answer, right, owl spirit can mean wisdom. So you want this wisdom even if it blindsides you. And I'm getting like more of a darker energy. It's like, I'm not harming anybody. I want the truth even if it's dark. It says, with eyes that can see in pitch darkness. Yeah, exactly. You have this ability. You know that you can get through any darkness. You've already sort of gone on that journey. And that's how you know. You just want the truth. You know that you're going to be fine no matter what. That you're going to be standing there, you know, in harmony, in balance, harming nobody. But you just want to know. And you can see through any darkness that may come your way. It says, it never lets a prey escape. Some even call it the Emperor of Dark Nights. So we have the Emperor coming out, which is like, of course, you know, divine masculine energy. And then, you know, Dark Nights is like the dark night of the soul. So Noctowl can be like the spirit of the dark night of the soul, and it's in the light. And you're like, if it's going to cause me another dark night of the soul, do it. I just want the truth. I'm good with that. I'm good. I know I'm going to be standing there fine, but I just need to know the truth. And when it comes to Saturn, again, Saturn is the planet of social structures, of wealth accumulation, of patriarchal forces, of the relationship with our father or father figure, or more emotionally distant caregiver, as well as like tradition and work ethic and things. So there could be some truth that you're trying to find out about that, but this is amazing energy. You know that you're going to get through it. Even if you are blindsided by another dark night of the soul, you're like, hey, I'm ready. You know, come bring it to me. What's the shadow here? We have a Mungus, strange reaction. So yeah, it looks like you also know, like, I'm getting that like, oh, there's a fungus among us, right? Like, so I think Mushroom Spirit came out in your last two readings, Scorpio, so some of you might be working with Mushroom Spirit, but with strange reaction, there could be some sort of strange reaction in your heart chakra here. And it feels like, again, you're okay if your heart has a strange reaction to whatever this truth is. You know, even if it blindsides you or, you know, causes another dark night of the soul, you're ready for that strange reaction. It does not scare you because you know that you're stable. And again, it's like, I'm not missing anything. I'm stable enough to handle anything. Do I want more money? Do I want a better house? You know, things in the physical world. Yeah, it looks like that's kind of what you're focused on. But you know you're not lacking anything. You just want to know the truth about the situation. It says, it lures prey close by dancing and waving its arm caps, which resemble pokeballs in a swaying motion. So there can be some sort of like deception. And, you know, again, like, if this has a situation, I mean, whether it's in love or relationship with the parents, right, which is, you know, that is love as well, right? It's going to, your heart seems to be prepared for whatever the strange reaction is. And it seems like you are, it seems like in the shadow, okay, so, you know, it's like its hands are Pokeballs, which is what you use to catch Pokemon. So it like pretends that it's going to catch something, right? Like it can catch something, but it's really not going to catch them. So that might be in a love situation where someone pretended like they wanted you, but really they just brought you close and then they didn't, right? Like it wasn't an actual Pokeball. That could be, you know, maybe some sort of fear that your parents instilled in you is like someone's going to get you, even though really it's not really going to get you. So yeah, that's where you want to be, is like, okay, I'm prepared for whatever sort of strange reaction is, and anything that I think is going to harm me or that's like not letting my inner child feel safe is going to go away. Okay. So Scorpio, to get from A to B, we are going into the extended. If you'd like to follow me there, the link is in the description box below. So let's see here. What moon would like to bring us into the extended? South Node in reverse. Don't let your past hold you back. Yeah, you are being asked to go away from your South Node. Slash out your South Node, right? Because we had the North Node, which is your soul's mission, which, you know, if you go towards your North Node, you know that you're going towards your life's purpose and your soul mission. If you're going more towards your South Node, then you know you're digressing and just sort of taking the easy way out in this lifetime. So you are being asked to not go towards your South Node. You need to go towards your North Node. Surrender to the divine. Full moon. Surrender. Surrender, surrender. And it looks like that is what you're doing because you just want the truth. And it looks like all you really need to do is to surrender emotionally for this. This can be indicative of the Scorpio full moon that we just went through, right? Which is yours. But also I'm getting, you know, the next full moon is going to be during eclipse season in the Gemini-Sagittarius axis. So there's a lot going on there. Definitely check your chart where the eclipses are going to be happening, because, whoa boy, eclipses, they're wild cards. We can never really tell what they bring, but, you know, globally at least, but in a personal way, we can at least see where it's happening in our chart. So anyway, Scorpio, I hope they got what you needed. If you'd like to follow me into the extended, then let's go ahead and get on down. If we part ways here, then good luck with the situation. I am sending you so much love, a big hug, and a kiss on your third eye. Mwah.